Hey everybody, this video is documentation of my automotive journey and not advice on what you should do with your own automotive journeys. Do as somebody else says, not as I do. Hey everybody, Cone here, assuming you can hear me. I think you can actually, I'm at least 7% sure that you can. I am in the ramp truck because I am on the first car-moving adventure in the truck since, what was it, 2019? I guess when we moved. And interestingly, I'm also coming up US 1 again, which was the way that we ended up going from Florida to North Carolina, was all down historic highways. This is just kind of by chance, but here we are again, and we're gonna go complete a task that was given to us thanks to a fundraiser stream that we did for building the truck, in which I said I would go get one Goon Boulderfist's 1999 Volkswagen Beetle and bring it back and get it running again, while also wearing a costume. That's the part of it I'm not really looking forward to. But here we are, cruising down the road. Truck's doing great. Brakes are good. Steering is better. We put a new steering coupler in because it didn't have one. Drives good. Got no real complaints today. It could be cooler. It's like 95 degrees, but that's what the windows are for. That are probably making it where nobody can hear a word I'm saying. We're gonna cruise on up there. Part of the adventure is gonna be getting this bug on the bed of the truck because it doesn't run. I still have the crappy winch on here. All I have is my jump pack to run that crappy winch. I really don't know what we're up against, but we're gonna see how it goes. All right, I don't have the mic on, but, well, not without our traumas. Made it real close, and then that's the like major intersection to get where we're going, I heard that sound of psh, and then and sure enough, coolant everywhere and the temperature spiked. But it looks like not a major deal. Looks like one of the heater core hoses got a little slash in it. We'll get it fixed. Here's our poor victim. I didn't remember there being quite this many pine needles. Have you ever washed it? Like, have you ever washed it off?
In my life?
I mean, since it's been here.
No.
No.
It's only been here for 6 years.
Plus 10 years.
Well, but it was clean after the 10 years. It was driven and was working and all of that.
So we're gonna put air in the tires as if that's gonna help anything. If we actually have the keys for it.
I got the keys.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you got the newbug.org sticker. Is that still a site, you think? Newbug.org?
I don't know. Probably not.
We'll have to look for it.
I used to go on
road rallies, right?
Yeah.
We had very minor problems on the way here in that this heater hose decided that it needed a little tiny split in it. And there's still coolant everywhere, but most of it's gone. But it was luckily that, like, I was hoping it wasn't like the water pump or anything big. And we're gonna hope that it stays that. It did unfortunately ruin my beautiful white valve covers, to the chagrin of me and the joy of one less cubes that they are no longer white. But it never like really overheated. It like very briefly got hot because the water was spewing everywhere, and then we stopped and I just slid the hose down a little bit and it was fine. So we're gonna imagine it's fine. The big thing is gonna be actually getting the car on it. some tree with me? Hi, Rain. Ew. Battery's dead.
The battery's dead?
Yeah, I don't want this thing. Battery's dead.
Shock. That's why I stopped driving it.
Right.
Got it back and got it all fixed. I can't.
Yep.
The battery's dead. And I think, well, what am I doing with that?
Well, what am I going to do with that?
That's the whole thing gas.
That's the worst thing you could have said right now.
I know that's not good. I'm just telling you. Oh, the way the trunk opens on this one is special. Like my new one, like kind of pops in. But this one, it's like it spins.
Oh,
It's
cute. This is probably the last thing this winch will ever do.
Probably.
Really?
Oh, you got it.
We're getting there.
Kind of.
Really good.
There you go. Woo! Look at that. So you can do it.
Thank you.
Glad we can help.
Yeah, you did great.
Your truck's moving.
Are you good?
Oh, where?
Parking brake on?
Yeah, it's heavy. I'm in gear, the brake's on.
Beetle's stronger than that little thing of yours.
Can you turn the wheel hard right?
My roof thing has fallen.
Yeah, mine too. It's a Volkswagen thing,
In your
apparently.
body?
Huh?
In your body?
Yeah,
That sucks.
all the way right?
I think those tires are in decent shape, though. Honestly. They don't look like they have any dry rot or anything.
I would be shocked, but I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. It's pretty good.
You've moved it now. It's your responsibility. I'll call the police.
Every week I'll just come and get it like a little bit closer and a little bit closer.
It's the off ramp.
I might miss it.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Can I remind you?
Yeah, could you please remind me about the off-ramp? Well, it's binding the cable up on the one side of the winch. I'm gonna need a big like hunk of wood or something to push the cable with.
I got long, actually. Did that work?
Yeah, anything that. Yeah.
Diameter, you think?
How long is it?
That? Okay.
It's a little heavy.
It's a little heavy.
A little heavy. Like I gotta be able to push it like with my hands.
Push it.
Okay. How are we on the ramps?
It looks fine. pulled my front grill off.
Did it?
Yeah. Not all the way off, but it's almost all the way off.
Hanging off.
It's hanging.
What, it hit the ground?
Yeah.
Did it.
Well, kind of. Still got to go a little further. It's up there, but I mean, it's still got to go. Like, the wheel should be here.
Oh.
And the winch just stopped.
Just drive forward and stop.
Are you putting this on OnlyFans? You putting this on OnlyFans?
Yep.
Honestly, this is the kind of porn I want to see. Him cleaning.
All right, I'm gonna make a best effort to keep this on the whole time, but if I start dying of heat exhaustion, I will stop, because that's not cool. But honestly, getting it loaded up wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. We'll see how solid it is. I won't go very far and check it, all that good stuff. I put some more water in the truck, and I cut the hose shorter, so it should be fine. On the road we go. I'm gonna try and keep this time lapse going the whole time, but we'll see how long the battery lives. It's unpleasant having the car on there backwards because there's so much more tail weight, but there was really no other way. And I think it'll be fine. It's a pretty light car. Ouch. Ouch. We're definitely on the bump stops. Oh, I put the window up because it was going to rain. That isn't helping. It's still a lot getting it up the hills, but it is nice being able to actually shift when you need to get up the hills now. Car looks good. I don't see it moving around or anything. No moving, no shaking. Oh, the brakes are so good now. We're gonna try and take off in second here, see how it does. Little shutter. This is great practice though, because this is a trip that is almost identical in length to what the trip to autocross will be. So it's a nice low pressure trial. Like, I don't have to be at the event at a certain time or anything like that, you know? I just realized the microphone is in the cone. I don't know how it's doing. Looks like it's doing pretty good. Maybe it's like a windshield. All right, so we made it home with the bug, and now we've got a whole new problem presented to us, that is how to get the bug off of the truck, considering it doesn't run, doesn't start, and I don't think even the starter would go right now, but that is one of my options. So basically, I've got to get the car over the hump for the rear wheels before it'll be willing to just like drive down the ramps. I'm gonna move the truck around so we get things pointed that if the car just wants to keep going, it'll go off into the woods. And I think that's my first course of action. Let's get the truck moved around and start being crazy. So the first thing I want to try is simply gravity. Is there enough slope on the back of this thing with the engine down? If we can get the thing, you know, to push the wheels down far enough that enough momentum carries it up over the humps, then this is no big deal and I worried about nothing. But I'm not super hopeful about that. Not super hopeful about much, so maybe it'll go well. Probably don't need a weed eater. Steering wheel's unlocked. I just went to close the door and the whole door panel broke in half as I pulled on it. You know, sometimes I think worrying about something for a really long time is the best way to go, because it's just so sweet when it actually works. If I hadn't worried about that at all, that never would have happened. Oh, I can't believe it. It's fine. Thunk. that was by far the hardest part of this whole project so far. Getting it over here was a piece of cake. Getting it into the garage was a bear, but all three are in the garage. The ramp truck is not only in the garage, there's no car on it. 240 and the Bug fit in here nose to tail with the engine in front of it still. I can even make that better and get it all the way to the wall. Have plenty of room for the 240. They're a little bit, let's just say, we're gonna find out what happens when a 240 mates with a Bug. Anyway, it's in here. We've done it. I'm gonna go try not to get heat exhausted now and go inside. Thank you all for watching. Woo!